YouTube is lying to everyone. And I know this is not going to come as much of a surprise to people, but it's important to call it out, especially when it gets caught. And they were caught straight up lying to people and utilizing an AI service, calling themselves human. I saw this initially from Emerald Apple, who said Team YouTube is now actively lying about being quote unquote human. And again, I've had my problems that have arisen over the years with this channel. And the only real option you have as a creator is to reach out to Team YouTube on X and to tag them and hope that there's enough people and prominent creators that start getting on board and tagging and retweeting along with you to get something to actually happen. Because when you tag Team YouTube on X, it's basically the same thing as tagging Grok. You just get an automated reply that tries to sound human and says the most generic shit like, oh, yeah, just make sure you have you tried turning it off and on again? Like, bro, come on. Team YouTube on X. Hey there. And in parentheses, human here. M dash. This happened. Like anyone that's been coming to this channel for more than a minute would know that I call out M dashes every time I see them because it's like obvious AI, M dash. Really appreciate all of this context you shared and truly apologize for the delay in jumping in to help. We understand how important this is for you, and we're passing all of this helpful info along to our internal team to take a further look now. We'll get back to you as soon as we have updates. Thanks so much for all of your continued patience in the meantime. And it got community noted. This post was not created by a human. And the screenshot from Apple has this Sprinklr care highlighted. And I was like, what is this Sprinklr care? Let's dive into this because I'm not really too familiar with Sprinklr or whatever they call it. So this is the website for Sprinklr. And it says the definitive AI native platform for extraordinary customer experiences. Unify customer journeys and empower customers facing teams by breaking down silos and connecting conversations across every touch point. Elevate every interaction with AI to deliver extraordinary experiences that build lasting loyalty. And I'll tell you guys, when I first came to this page, the first image they showed, let's refresh it. There you go. Nose ring mafia. First one in. Like this definitely marginalized, styled looking person with the nose ring. They know their audience with this kind of stuff. This is all sponsored, trusted by LG, Ford, Puma, WebMD. I wonder, LG, by the way, I wonder if this has got Prada. I wonder if it's gonna. This is funny, by the way. They have a chatbot to talk to on their own website, and it doesn't. That's funny. It does not say YouTube. It's almost like YouTube and Google were like, yeah, don't use our logo. We don't want people to know that we're using you for AI. Sprinklr Insights, Marketing, Social. Reach, engage, and listen to your audience across 30 plus digital and social channels to maximize engagement, build trust, and drive revenue. Give your customer service teams the insights they need to connect with context and empathy and deliver delightful experiences consistently at every touch point. AKA, this is dead internet theory. You're not even talking to a real person, and they're trying to make you think that you are. And this is not like one of those one-offs. This is kind of going viral right now. This is the original post that I found here from DC. They said, YouTube has falsely terminated countless people over the past weeks, all for the same reason, spam. They've claimed to have acknowledged this issue and are, quote unquote, reinstating accounts. But everyone's been hit with denial by their AI, and they're doing nothing about it. But look, this is people's livelihoods being taken away in seconds, including mine, as I was also falsely banned, and I can't receive a human review. Livelihoods of people. In the past 2 months and counting, I've lost my 3 YouTube accounts plus 7 more. Lost tons of money on investments for upcoming content. Haven't constantly attempted to reach a human at YouTube. And I think they meant to say have constantly. Oh, haven't constantly reached. They fucked up what they're trying to write here. Haven't constantly attempted. They meant to say have constantly attempted to reach human at YouTube, and it's been hard. I've used my channels to pay bills and essentials for my family, and now that's all gone in seconds. If you're also someone who's currently experiencing this issue, as far as I've received countless DMs, repost and comment at TeamYouTube so an employee can see the situation is heavily impacting people. Writing a note to TeamYouTube in hopes a human sees this and acknowledges my issue. Hey there, human here, M dash. DC says, I'm actually speechless right now. I don't think I'll be getting the help I need, but I appreciate everyone who's helped anyway. This is the Sprinklr Service AI Contact Center. This is what they use. This is Dr. Decepticon Boba Fett. Whatever you say, Sprinklr Care chatbot. Videos usually get struck during uploads because of the resolution, file size, and type, or slow internet connection. Deets here. Which they try to sound like a human. No one says the word deets, by the way, unless you're like a woke-tard liberal feminist that hates men. You don't say the word deets. If it's just been over an hour, we recommend waiting. This is all automated by a bot, Sprinklr Care. And then here is conversation AI and bots. Reduce costs by automating routine inquiries with conversational AI bots. Guys, we see what's happening. They're not fooling anyone. This is JKO says, why did Sprinklr train its AI customer support tool to lie about being human? Is that not illegal? Wondering face. Emerald Apple replying to, let's start with GBYT clown. This is how YouTube's AI moderation is killing creators. I woke up to my channel falsely terminated for spam scam. And the rest were flagged for circumvention. Heart in my throat. I read the policies, wrote my appeal, and submitted immediately. Then the quote-unquote careful review happened. Denied in under 5 minutes. The same review that's supposed to take up to 2 business days. That's not careful. And I know I'm not the only one here. If this happened to you, retweet and reply tagging TeamYouTube. This is the sending it out 14 hours ago. And the reply, and they're not putting it back up 14 hours ago, like immediately. Emerald Apple replied, TeamYouTube is just a scam. It's all automated with Sprinklr Care AI moderation. It's not real. I would venture to guess that, yes, I'm sure they do have a human or team of humans that work for TeamYouTube. I'm sure they do. But what I'm seeing here is they have an automated AI chatbot that's pretending to be human to try to fool people. And for the most part, it is fooling a lot of people. Never fooled me, just based off the interactions I've had and how quick they get back. I know it's not a real person with what the type of things that they say. That's like things a human wouldn't say. So what I feel like is Sprinklr Care is it's filtering the issues, compiling the data, and raising flags and alarms if enough data gets compiled to be like, okay, we have a bunch of people saying this is actually a problem. Now we actually need a human to review it and look at this situation. And people say, oh, okay, so that's how it works. But I think the getting from here to there is a massive leap. It's not just, oh, if you get, I don't know, the quartering and D-Day Cobra to quote tweet you or something like that. That's not even enough. Like you need massive channels and tons of people to do it, to raise it to the lengths of actual people at YouTube to even notice that there's a problem. This is Enderman. Says, YouTube is openly lying about a human being on the other side of the screen. You can verify whether it's an actual human from the YouTube team or AI talking to you by looking at the tweet source device. Sprinklr is the AI agent they're using to seed false hopes into you. 100%. Hey, imagine you tag them with an issue. Say, I have a real big problem here, TeamYouTube. Please help me. And they're like, oh, yeah, here are the deets. We totally get you, bro. We'll look into this. And then nothing happens. And like, meanwhile, you're like, good, they're going to do something about it. I mean, if you're new to YouTube and don't understand how the internet works, you might be filled with a false sense of security that something's actually happening when in reality, nothing actually happens. Hi, jumping in with an update. Our teams re-reviewed this and confirmed both of your channels have been fully reinstated. We're also sending you a DM right now for follow-up. Twitter web app. Oh, interesting. So that's how you can tell that it's actually a person that would write that. Potentially. Readers added context. YouTube uses AI to take down channels for false violations, and those affected usually can't do anything about it. He had already used the available appeal process, but received the same response. YouTube only provides human assistance if the case gains widespread attention. Yep, 100%. That's what I'm saying. And we'll leave it at this one. This is Netflix and Chili says, YouTube is now letting AI decide who gets to stay on the platform. This is scary. This is very scary. This isn't speculation. M dash. Millions of channels. Come on, bro. You're going to use AI to write something complaining about AI is classic to me. Millions of channels have been terminated under automated spam, deceptive practices, scams enforcement in the past few months alone. Even appeals are being handled by automation in many cases. So if the system makes a mistake, the creator loses their channel and never speaks to a human. My channel, Netflix and Chili, was one of them. 3+ years of fully original content removed in minutes, and appeal denied just as fast. I understand why these policies exist. They matter, but careers deserve real human review. If this happened to you, reply and tag Team YouTube so real eyes can get on this. This is crazy. They won't put the channel back on YouTube at this time. Removed to protect our community. I know for legal purposes, they want to be ambiguous, but they really should have to, there should be a law that forces them to say why they took it down specifically and say this reason. This is the violation of this rule. We interpreted what this situation was to violate this rule here. And they should have to verbalize that or put it in writing. That right now, this allows them so much wiggle room to get out of jail with everything. And it's awful. And it's scary. That's why I try to multi-stream. And I have very little faith in YouTube because I see so many situations like this happen over the years. Hell, Ryan Roger Athe one day just woke up with his channel just gone. There was no explanation except for it violated YouTube. Why? Fuck if I know. Just violated YouTube. Was he a little bit risque with some of the things he said? Sure. So aren't a lot of creators, bro. Like I don't ever see someone like Ryan Roger Athe being a creator that should be banned for life from the YouTube platform for the things that he's discussed and said, giving his opinion. I feel like he's been mostly based, and sometimes he'll say some things that are kind of out there or not technically socially acceptable. But to me, it's like it toes the line, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that I've seen some other creators say and be on the platform and get away with. So it just seems like a very heavy double standard with no way to fight back because YouTube has gotten too big and they make too much money to bother caring about fixing it because it's working fine on their end. They're making the money. They don't care if it automatically takes your channel down. And I guess we'll leave it with this. My greater concern with all of this is what does the future hold when AI starts just doing all the work for people? The computers are deciding the justice system. That's scary because as we've seen, they're wrong a lot. You could almost argue they're wrong more than they're right, especially when it comes to interpreting rules, because there's nuance, there's ambiguity when it comes to interpreting rules. That's why you need a human for it. It's concerning, and I don't see a fix for it in sight, but I guess we'll see what happens from here. But I think it's important to point out that YouTube has been lying to people. There are not humans, even when they claim to be a human. It's been proven that it's not. But I'll leave that one right there.